What's up guys, my name is Russell, aka RUSSWOLE. I'm a world champion powerlifter and this is my sneaker collection. I have to say it's actually hip hop culture, sports, and fashion. Hearing my favorite artists rap about the latest shoes they're picking up would make me want to actually go out and buy them myself. I wear the shoes that I buy inside the gym to feel good. At the end of the day, I'm one of those people that buy my shoes in order to wear them. So when you see me buy a pair of shoes, that means I'm probably going to wear it inside the gym. I'm one of those people that subscribe to the concept of you look good, you feel good, you lift good. I really want the Chicago ones. I feel like that's everyone's holy grail. And then another pair of shoes that I do not have is the Nike Craft Mars Yards. Those are absurdly expensive, but those are two pairs of shoes that I would absolutely love to have in my collection right now. My favorite shoe to lift in right now is actually the Jordan 5. They're very versatile and I love to squat them. But you can't go wrong with the ones or the threes. All right, now it's time to jump straight into the sneaker collection. I'm gonna start off with my Jordans because it's easy to break it down by model. So we're gonna go from the ones all the way up into the 11s for the Jordans that I got. So let's start off with the Jordan 1s. I feel like it's a fan favorite. Okay, so like I said, we're starting off with the Jordan 1s, and what we have here is probably my favorite sneaker in my collection, which is the Travis Scott 1s. These shoes are very versatile. I remember when they first came out, I actually did not like them. But then when I saw a friend wear them in person, I was like, damn, I gotta get a pair. What I really like about the shoe is that you could actually change up the laces and the shoe looks good no matter what lace you choose. I currently have the black laces on. You can go with the brown laces or the pink laces, whichever one, you really can't go wrong with. Next up, we have the Travis Lows, which is another favorite of mine. I actually do not wear these a lot. These were a birthday present, and since I already have the black laces on my Travis Highs, I actually put the pink laces on my lows to give it kind of like a different look. Once again, it looks absolutely good. The Royal Toes. These are a pair of shoes that I've wanted for a very long time. I got these recently on the recent drop. I think it happened a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. But I picked these up recently and I really love these. The things I like, or the thing that I like most about the Jordan 1 is that you can wear this down, you can dress it up as well. Like you can wear this in suits and still look fly. Or you can put these on for a pair of shoes for the gym and it still makes sense. Next up, we have the neutral grays. I actually do not wear these shoes a lot, but I remember when I first picked them up, I've used them for like about a month straight. Up next, we have Blue the Great. These are funny because I remember when I first purchased them, everyone was like, man, those are like clown shoes. And then I wore them with a fit, and then everyone was like, okay, wait. Yeah, I can see why you would buy these pair of shoes, but these shoes don't get a lot of burn for myself, but the fabric on them is absolutely amazing. The Turbo Greens, these are another pair of shoes that doesn't get too much burn for me. I like to wear a lot of neutral colors and this is a little bit bright. The thing that always kind of confuses me is why is it turbo green when it's like not green? I'm sure there's a story that you guys can tell me about it. But we have the OGs, the red ones. Other than the Chicago ones, probably one of the more sought after Jordans. I got these in high school, my 10th grade year, I believe, and these are the same pair. So I don't wear these a lot anymore, but I do keep them in my collection and I try to break them out here and there just to show them some love. Okay, so now we're moving on from the ones all the way up to the 4s, 5s, and 6s. I would love to show you guys the pairs of 3s that I have, but I unfortunately do not have any 3s in my collection. I literally ordered the black cement 3s that will be coming in probably on Monday, but I had a pair. I had the black cement 3s and the white cement 3s, but I messed them up, so I'm putting them back into my collection now because like they're all beat up now. But let's go ahead and go into the 4s, 5s, and 6s. So what we have here is a pair of shoes that I actually forgot the name of. I used to wear these every single day to the gym. These are kind of like an extension of the 3s. I used to hate the 4s, which is a funny story. I never understood the purpose of the 4s because it kind of looks like a 3, but just like little added parts here and there. But they actually turned out to be a pair of shoes that I've enjoyed. Now, let's move on to my favorite gym shoe. The shoes that I love to squat in the most here. I'm gonna bring them all over here to the side and run through them. So what we have here is the newest addition to my collection, the top 3s. When these initially first were announced, everyone was like, "Oh man, these are ugly." Like, I think what kind of like throws people off is the little purple lip right here. But for me, I was like looking at the whole shoe, I'm like, I think those would look really, really dope in person. And I remember posting them saying, hey, I would love to have these shoes in my collection. Everyone was like, bro, hell no, like you tripping, them shoes ugly as hell. And then when I actually got them on foot, everyone was like, damn, those shoes are pretty clean. So these are the top 3s. They're actually a mixture of 3 popular Jordan 5 designs. I believe it is the purple metallics, and then like the breads, I believe. Don't kill me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Then we also have the fire reds. These are an interesting pair and an interesting colorway because I actually do not like white shoes as much, but for whatever reason, these kind of like, if you wear it with the right fit, it looks dope as hell. Then we have my oh so beat up PSGs. These PSGs are a collaboration with, I believe, the German soccer team, or the Paris soccer team, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I wear these all the time on squat. Like, if you could tell, the back is kind of torn up here. Oh, it's on the other pair, but the back is torn up from me putting these on and take them off. So frequently, I beat them up, and they're pretty much my beater shoe when it comes to going to the gym. Like, these are one of the staples whenever I put on a gym fit. The last pair of 5s that I have in my collection are the off-white 5s. I love these 5s, and it's weird because gray shoes are kind of like a weird concept, but the deconstruction on these pair of off-white 5s is beautiful to me. One of my favorite things, which is something that a lot of people make fun of, is the fact that he has like shoelace written in quotation marks, and then also like the little tag that is on the laces. It's on the other pair of shoe, but these are another pair of shoe that I love to wear inside the gym on squat days, depending on the fit. Like I said, the 5s are my absolute favorite shoe to wear when it comes to squat. I think the biggest thing for me is the ankle support that it provides. Also, the fact that it has a pretty flat sole and allows an even distribution of power. Now, we're moving on to the only pair of 6s that I have, and that is the bread 6s. I actually want to add another pair of 6 to my collection. These are a very underrated shoe. I love these shoes for squatting as well. It's funny because I get so many weird looks whenever I wear these to squat, and everyone's like, damn, like you could feel comfortable squatting in these shoes. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I thought I was ready to move on to the rest of the Jordans I have, but I actually missed out on a pair of 6s that I forgot to mention. This is what happens when you have a little bit too many shoes, but what we have here is a pair of 6s that I actually do not know the name of. I wish I did, but these are actually the last 6s I have, so I actually do have 2 pairs of 6s. So let's move on to, I definitely don't have the 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s. Oh no, excuse me. We get to the 11s right here, which is the only pair of 11s that I have. The bread 11s. I actually want the Concord as well, but these are the only pairs that I have. I actually recently just got into 11s. I know this is a pair of shoe that everybody loves. I remember distinctly one time I was wearing these to the gym. I was going to LA Fitness. I literally had just purchased these, and I walk in, they're shining, very, very new, no scuffs on them, nothing. And this lady stops me and she goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like concerned, I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, you finna wear those to the gym? And I'm like, yeah, I got them on. Like, I'm, finna squat. And she's like, oh, you a cold motherfucker. And then she kept walking. I was like, damn. So I was introduced to just what regard people hold these shoes in, and that's very, very high. I still get comments to these days saying, bro, it's still unbelievable how disrespectful you are to those 11s because you wear them inside the gym. But I think that pretty much does it for my Jordan collection. I only, once again, have the ones, soon to be 3s. Also got a pair of 4s, some 5s, which are my favorite shoes squatted, the 6s, and then we skip all the way up to the 11s. And I think those are the only Jordans that I have. I'm looking around right now just to confirm, but let's go ahead and move on to the other pair of shoes that I've acquired over my shoe journey. All right, moving on from the Jordans, we have the Fear of Gods. Now these shoes are very interesting because when they first came out, I initially hated them. I thought they were like space shoes. I thought they were stupid. I thought they were very, very simple. And I didn't understand why they costed so much money. I think that the resale price was like $750 for the most part. And it was like $750 like to $1,000. So at that point, I'm just like, who in the right mind would buy those shoes? But once again, it was one of those situations where I saw them on foot and I was like, damn, I need me a pair, and that's what I did. So I went ahead and got 2 pairs of the Fear of Gods whenever they originally came out. So what we have here is the Fear of God ones. These are my favorite pair. The colorway is simple, yet very, very, I guess like regal, if it makes sense. Like you can once again dress these up or down. I think that the other colorways that they've come out with in recent memory just really didn't do it too much for me. Like I know they also have the black on black version. Not a big fan of those. And then we also have the whites here. I don't wear these as often just because it's just kind of hard to make this look fly in my opinion. Like the fit that you'd have to wear would have to be very, very particular. And then we have a funny little pair here. So these are the shoot arounds. Not that the shoot arounds are bad. They're not bad at all. But I remember that when I went to a store to pick them up, I bought them thinking that, let me take this out of the box. But I bought them thinking that like they were a different pair of shoe, and I'm not sure why I was thinking. I just bought them. All right, they're literally just the Fear of Gods with kind of like the laces wrapped around, and then I think there's like a strap somewhere. But yeah, here we go. There's a strap at the top. There's nothing wrong with these pairs of shoes, but these just weren't the shoes that I was looking to buy. I've been telling myself for the longest time that I need to do a giveaway with these, so be on the lookout. I might even do a giveaway to someone that comments something on this video. I might hit you guys up. So if you're watching this video, go ahead right now, leave a comment in the description box, and I might choose a random winner, hit you up, get your address, and send these shoes out to you. Please take a note that these shoes are a size 10.5, I believe. 10.5 or 10. Yep, these shoes are a size 10.5. So if you are in that size, or if you have a friend that wears that, once again, comment in the description box and I'll choose a winner and I'll send these out to you. But those are the only Fear of Gods I have. I only have 3. Once again, they have a lot of different colorways I just was not interested in. But yeah, as you can see too, these have not been worn at all. Okay, now we're moving on to the Off-White collection. Let's keep it to Virgil's.
Sir, I don't understand.
Okay, now let's that was supposed to be like a funny joke, and then like it just didn't pan out well. Anyways, let's move on to the Off-White collection that I have. I already showed you the Off-White 5s that I have right here, but I wanted to expand that to the Off-White Blazers. These were a purchase because, first of all, let's start off. I love Blazers, period. I think I have another pair of Blazers in my collection that I'll show you guys, but it's very simple. It's not too much of a crazy design, but I do love Blazers. Those are probably all, like from the Jordan 1s, my favorite pair of shoes. I used to have a little skating stint when I was very, very young, and Blazers were one of the more popular shoes, Blazers and SBs. But we have the Off-White Blazers right here. I bought these shoes thinking that they would look a little bit cooler. I wore them maybe like once or twice, and it kind of kicked me to the curb. So I'm not exactly sure about the name of these shoes, but I actually really, really, really love these shoes. These are actually women's shoes. So what you have to do, or what you had to do with these shoes, were size up, or just find whatever size you were inside the women's and purchase those shoes. But these are actually one of my favorite Off-Whites. A lot of people joke with me that they look like cleats, but at the end of the day, I think they're very, very fly. These are very, very comfortable. Like I'm touching them now. I haven't worn them in a minute. I feel like wearing them today, but probably won't go with the fit that I'm wearing. Next up, we have another pair that I'm not exactly sure about the name, but these are just another pair that I bought these because someone kind of talked me into buying them. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but once again, they're like track sneakers. So that pretty much does it for my Off-Whites. Once again, I have, I think, about 4. Another pair of Off-Whites that I would love to have are obviously the Off-White Chicago 1s, and then the Off-White, the NCs, there we go. The UNCs. I want the Off-White UNCs really, really bad. I'm not sure why I haven't pulled the trigger on those. Should probably do that pretty soon. So now it's time to go through a rapid fire of pretty much, I believe, the rest of the shoes that I have. It's not that I don't care about these shoes, it's just that these are shoes that probably that you guys maybe don't care about as much. I'm not too sure, but once again, let's run through it. So what we have here, like I mentioned before, are the Nike Blazers. Once again, these are my one of my top tier favorite shoes. literally just a white black colorway. Then we also have, I believe, the Yeezy 500s. I'm not the biggest fan of the Yeezys, but I was kind of peer pressured into buying one of these. I will say that these are a very, very, very comfortable shoe. I like to wear these whenever I'm running errands. So if I have a fit and I don't feel like throwing on any of the other shoes, I might throw these on. Now we're going to get into the Air Max 90s that I have over here. I can't remember the exact name of these shoes. I want to call these the Deserts. I believe the Desert Storm or something like that, but I love Air Max 90s. I think the biggest thing that I like about them is the fact that they're a little bit of a bulkier shoe. They have that athletic look to it. But yeah, also, these are sleepers for me. These are the Moon Rocks, I believe. This colorway is absolutely slept on. It's like a yellow, creamish, white, kind of like colorway that makes it really, really dope. I think the thing that I like the most about this shoe is that have like the moon surface kind of like embedded into the shoe over here on the side. Then we have my beaters, one of my favorite shoes in my collection, the Nike Sakai's. I thought these were super weird because if you guys can see, the way that the checks are put on here are kind of stagnant. There's like more than one Nike check and it looks very, very offsetting. But whenever I got it in hand and I wore them, I was like, number one, these are very, very comfortable. And then number two, they have a very kind of like odd little addition right here on the sole that makes it a little bit weird, but once again, when they're on feet, it's very comfortable. Then we have a pair of shoes that I have yet to wear, the Nike Gore-Tex, the Air Force One Gore-Tex collab. These are a very, very dope shoe, but I just have not gotten around to wearing them yet. They give me kind of like that space feel with the sole having that like blue kind of see-through look to it. But once again, I haven't worn these shoes yet. Maybe soon, we'll see. Then we have another favorite of mine, the Stussy Nike collab. I think these are called the Gridons. I'm sure you guys are gonna roast me in the comment section what they really are, but these are once again one of my favorite shoes. These are another pair of beaters that I have. It's interesting because these are a cream color that I would not think would be very appealing to the eye, but over the couple of months that I've had them, these are very versatile in terms of fitting these into a fit. Next up, we have the undercovers. I'm not exactly sure what these are called specifically. I think it's there's the word that comes before undercover. The breakouts, the Nike Daybreaks or breakouts, whatever. The undercovers, I've worn these a couple times. They're not a bad shoe, but I just, I have so many different black shoes that these are gonna be one of the last choices that I'll make when it comes to wearing a color, or wearing a shoe that has a darker color. Ooh, almost dropped that. I think that's it for the sneaker collection. I think I have like a couple other pair of shoes that I'll run through very, very quickly, but we're nearing the end of my sneaker collection. Hey guys, this is super embarrassing, but I just remembered that I actually do have another pair of sixes. As you guys can see, I'm currently trying to get a thumbnail picture, and I just was going through my shoe collection. I was like, how did I forget these? So I have 3 pairs of Jordan 6s, and the 6s that I wanted to show you guys are my Travis Scott 6s. And these are another pair of shoes that I was abusing for quite some time whenever they originally came out. I think my favorite thing about this shoe is the fact that it is an army green colorway that you normally do not see. The colorway itself is kind of interesting. You have like this orangey red color with the army green color, and the coolest thing about these is that it actually lights up in the dark. The soles do. So when you're in the dark, like a slight little green tint every time you walk around. But okay, just wanted to throw that in before we continue the rest of the video, because I actually did forget to mention the Travis Scott 6s that I had in the tuck. All right guys, that does it for my sneaker collection video. Once again, these are the shoes that I currently want to show you guys. I feel like it's not the best sneaker collection video that you'll see online, but I think that a lot of people were very, very interested in seeing the sneaker collection that I currently have, because I'm constantly wearing all of these shoes at the gym. And that's the message that I want to relay to you guys. If you guys buy a pair of shoes, don't keep a dead stock. I mean, once again, you're all gonna have your own way of how you like to collect shoes. But at the end of the day, I think it's very important to wear your shoes, show off the shoes that you purchase, encourage others to wear their shoes as well. Whenever you step inside of the gym, it's nice to have a nice fit and a pair of shoes that you want to lift some heavy ass weight in. So once again, thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Like always, if you guys like today's video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get better today. I'm out.